Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to go over a couple clean variations, which are the power clean and hang clean. I will talk about how to do the position or how to do the movement with the big rubber weights and also the smaller weights for those of you who are not able to do or use the big rubber weights and aren't able to touch the ground or start from the ground. So there are four main points that we need to discuss, and that's the starting position, first pull, second pull, and the catch. Those are the main areas. So first, I'll show you a full power clean, and then I'll start over and break it down. So just a quick demonstration. Now that was the power clean. Now the first thing we need to talk about is our starting position. When we start, we want our feet about shoulder width apart and our hands a little wider than shoulder width, so when we catch it, we're in a good front rack position with our hands wider than our elbows, so our elbows can point forward. Now maintaining a straight and flat back, we're going to have our shoulders over top of the bar, just like this. Our hips are lower than our shoulders. Again, hips lower than our shoulders, and as we get into that first pull, they're going to rise up at the same time. And we want our eyes focusing forward. A lot of people either focus on the ground or focus straight up or looking up. I like to have the athletes looking forward, not going too high or too low, to keep our head in a good spinal alignment. So that is the starting position. Again, looks like this. Now the next movement is the first pull. First pull is where we're starting to bring the weight off the ground. Again, our hips and shoulders are moving at the same time and coming up at the same speed. The first movement it should not be a jerk. It should be a controlled movement and slower than trying to jump the weight or jerk the weight off the ground. And we want to maintain that flat back, and very important to keep our arms straight. A lot of people think we need to pull with our elbows. We want to keep our arms as straight as possible, thinking of our arms as nothing but ropes, because this is a hip movement. So first pull, starting position, the first pull looks like this. Now, after that, we get into the second pull. The second pull is where the bar gets right to our knees, and we are doing a violent thrust with our hips and an upward movement, going into triple extension, meaning we are extending at our hips, knees, and our ankles. So what that looks like without the bar is we get here and we're jumping almost like we want to jump straight up, extending our hips, knees, and ankles. Now a lot of people think they have to come up off the ground. If you come up off the ground, that's okay. Just maintain the position of triple extension. Again, once we are going through the second pull, you are still maintaining straight arms until your hips are through. Once your hips are through, you shrug, shrugging up. After the shrug, and only after the shrug, will you start to pull yourself underneath the bar. Again, a lot of people like to think they're pulling the bar up to their shoulders. We want to pull our body underneath the bar. That will allow you to catch the weight and meet it in the middle instead of trying to get the bar all the way up to your shoulders. So what that looks like, now again, I didn't catch it because we hadn't gone over the catch. The next part is the catch, and with that, after we've done the second pull, where we've gone through triple extension, shrug, and started to pull ourselves underneath the bar, we are dropping our hips back and down, just like we would in a front squat, and we're going to meet the bar at its highest point, catching it, and standing up with it. Trying to get our elbows pointed forward, the bar should rest in that front rack position on top of our shoulders. So again, show you the full movement. And to finish the catch, you want to stand up completely before lowering the bar down. When you lower the bar down, all you do, lower your elbows, control the weight to your thighs, bending at your hips and knees to catch it, and then lower back down. A big point of emphasis for all you athletes is when you are coming down to go into that second rep, we don't want to slam the weight off the ground. We just want to tap the ground. And the reason for this is because when you slam the weight off the ground, the weight bounces up and that bends your elbows, because you have to catch it here, and that ruins your hip movement. So a demonstration of what it should look like going from one rep to the second rep. Now that is the power clean. Next, I'm going to quickly go over the hang clean. And the hang clean is very similar to the power clean, except for we are taking that first pull out. So instead of starting on the ground, we're going to start up, lower down to have the bar right above our knees, and then finish the second pull and the catch. It looks like this. Now in this video, we went over the power clean and the hang clean. Now that was using the big rubber weights. If you have not progressed to the big rubber weights yet, what you can do is still do the power cleans using the lower weights, but instead of starting on the ground, you're going to start at mid-shin. So bring the bar to mid-shin to start. That looks like this. You set yourself up, going down. Again, the movement's the same, the starting position is the same. You just want to set yourself up and lower down to mid-shin. Again, that was the power clean and hang clean variations.